We're located in Quebec. It's one of the best mining jurisdictions in the world. It's in the southern Abitibi, between Timmins, Kirkland Lake, Val d'Or. There's been about 200 million ounces produced in this district. Our corporate mandate was to develop a strategy in this district to basically, what we've seen in the past, companies go into production, they assume a lot of debt because they have to build a mill and a tailings dam, cost $500 million to $1 billion, but there's so much infrastructure in the southern Abitibi that we wouldn't have to potentially build that infrastructure, so we could have a quick payback period, high rate of return, and basically a healthy NPV. One thing to know about Emperor Metals is we are involved with the metals group of companies. We have a serial entrepreneurial geologist, John Williamson. He's the chairman of our board, like many other metals group companies. We have his Sean Major. He's been his CFO for a significant 30-year time span. Ian Harris, he's an independent director. He's with Frank Giustra and the Fiore Group. He's also with Copper Giant and Outcrop Silver and Gold. I have my business partner, Alex Horsley. I've been working with him for the last 15 years. John Lebrecq, he's my VP Exploration. We go back in 2008. We were working at Hemlo together, and in 2008 we won Developer of the Year award. The mine was supposed to close in 2012, Hemlo, and it just recently sold for $1 billion. So some of that work that we did together over there was significant. And who am I? I'm a geologist. I'm also CEO of this company. I've been in the game for about 35 years. I worked for companies like BHP, Placer Dome, Barrick, Teck. Most recently, I was chief geologist up at Detour Lake Gold. We ended up selling that to Kirkland Lake, and then Agnico Eagle saw the generational mine that it would become, and they bought all of Kirkland Lake. My team and I were instrumental in that success, and we used the foundational approach of using AI in a production setting to feed the mill to increase the grade, to give the profitability such that those acquisitions happen. That's important because we are also using AI in this company. So this is what the capital structure looks like. Rob McEwen likes what we're doing. In 2024, I got an award in innovation. He really liked that, and so he participated in our company. And we also have some other strategics in there. Like I said, Rick Rule, Brian, a couple other newsletter writers like Chin Lin and Jeff Clark. So pretty exciting. We have $10 to $11 million in the bank. We're currently drilling. We're on a 15,000 meter winter program that we're drilling right now. And so that's exciting. We're about a $30 million market cap. And I'm going to try to show you how we're undervalued. So if you're going to take some of your 6Xs or 10Xs and sell some of that stuff, this is something that's lagged behind the industry. It's slightly overlooked right now. So it's a great time to put your money into this company. Like I said, we're in a top-tier mining jurisdiction. These are where the two projects are located. They're both advanced stage projects. Over 200,000 meters have been drilled between both of these projects. We're going to look at Duquesne West, which is our flagship property. That's the one to the north there. And what's kind of important about that, if you look at Duquesne West, between us, First Mining, and Stellar, there's 20 million undeveloped ounces. In the middle of it, we have the whole Holloway mining complex owned by Agnico Eagle. That could be a central mill to feed a central strategy of that for that particular area of the belt. So, like I said, both of these opportunities, we see that these could be satellite deposits for supplemental feed to existing infrastructure in the area. All the mills, a majority of them, are currently under capacity, so they'd be happy to receive ore from any of these projects. And the one to the south was Lac Pelletier. We'll go through that at the end of the presentation. But yeah, so Duquesne West, resource growth potential. We just had our maiden mineral resource. We leased 1.4 million ounces of gold. We just doubled it. Last year I was here, we had 727,000 ounces of gold. Now we just doubled it. We have 120,000 meters. The footprint probably would take 600,000 to 700,000 meters. There's other companies out there that drilled 600,000, 700,000 meters and announced a 1.5 to 2 million ounce deposit, and their market caps are in the range of 300 up million for market capitalization. We're at 30, so we have the potential to be a 10x in the future. So we have expansion upside, we have high grade potential. We used AI like I did at Detour Lake Gold. The team and I, we built these mineralized models. Every time we pick up a deposit, we evaluate it using AI and our expertise in geology. We build geological models quite quickly. This saves us time. We can evaluate very, very quickly, and we can begin drilling targets that were overlooked using this technology. You can see when we did some stope optimization, when we picked up the deposit initially, we thought it was an underground mine, and we did some stope optimization. You can see good thicknesses and grades there, like 15 meters over 15 grams per ton, or 13 meters, 13 grams per ton over 20 meters. Very, very good. Here's what it looks like. It's not a pinch and swell quartz vein. It's replacement style, or miners love it. The host rock, the bottom right hand, was our eureka moment. Basically, that helped us determine that the host rock also had grade in it, 25 meters at 1.69 grams per ton. So no one ever really realized that before. So we quickly identified a significant open pit concept over this property. Right now that's 1.8 kilometers by 800 meters wide down to 400 meters depth. That's an image of what the 1.4 million ounces looks like. But if you look, we're continuing to add ounces in the open pit because all this historical core was not assayed. You can see that it's mineralized. We want to add those incremental ounces into the open pit, increase the ounces, reduce the stripping ratios, and improve the profitability of this opportunity. We have all sorts of visible gold in one of our lenses. You can see here are some drill holes intercepts. We won't go into that. You can go to our corporate presentation. I don't have much time. But this is what it looks like. We have an open pit, and we're trying to expand it eastward. We think we can expand it eastward another kilometer. If you look to the east, it's 16 meters or 6 grams in purple there. And we're also we drilled some holes beneath those satellite pits this is all conceptual, that the program helped vet out. And we're hitting very good grades, 2.5 meters at 10.3 grams per ton. We have 43 meters at 0.7. So indications that we can expand the pit another kilometer with all sorts of underground opportunity at the end of the pit's mine life. Like I said, if depending on cutoff grades, sometimes geological convention is frozen in amber, and people need to understand we could mine a lot lower grade. We've never mined $3,000 ounce gold or $4,000, now $5,000 ounce gold. What does that look for cutoff grades? In that way, you can build ounces more rapidly in a lot of these deposits. So we're looking at an open pit like a 1.5 underground, 4 to 5 grams per ton, but we have a lot of work ahead of us, and we're going to keep adding ounces to our flagship. Recovery is good. This is our other opportunity. This is Lac Peltier. We have a mining permit in place here. We just have to update the environmental authorizations that back it. Currently, we are updating the closure plan to transfer the liabilities from Eldorado Gold over to Emperor. But we actually have 3.3 kilometers of underground development, a mining permit in place. There's been feasibility studies done in this. So we're pretty excited about this opportunity. We want to basically dewater it, rehab it, and put it in production. With that mining permit in place, we could do about 40,000 ounces per year at $2,500 gold. That equates to 100 million. And if you contract mine it and toll mill it, toll milling's probably roughly 20 million, contract 30, 35 million, first year 40 million. Try to put this on a 10-year mine life and then expand this to over 1 million ounces. It's located right on that shear zone, the Wasmac shear zone. There's about 4 million ounces between Anico Eagle, which is our neighbors, and our property, and the historical property, just Strathcona Mine to the east. So very, very developing shear structure that already has 4 million ounces, and it hasn't even been drilled below 300 meters. So really, really exciting about this opportunity, near-term producer, as well as a significant tier 1 asset potential at Duquesne West. We're trying to build 3 to 5 million ounces. from 1,000 meters to surface and potentially 2x it. And like I said, all for the cheap price of $30 million. So we lagged, we're overlooked right now. So if you're taking profits, this is the company to come to. Thank you very much.